But yeah, the point is specifically to reduce the growth of Galbrand, because tiles are more efficiently spent on villages than on towns and cities.
Yeah.
Roth. Oh, that's a cool name.
Which one?
Roth. You can just type it in.
Oh, there it is. I got it back.
Yeah. The outpost
Okay.
of Roth.
It's working on that now.
Yep. And that'll get the monitoring. Actually, I'm going to probably be building settlers at Galbrand, so it actually won't grow in 7 turns anyways. It'll probably take longer, which means this will actually pay for itself partly in mana. Most of the investment costs will be paid back in extra mana, and what's not will be paid back and then be able to fit in more villages in the long run. What?
So should I build a frosting settler?
That was what I was thinking. Settler or... Shoot. Where's the OBS? God, alright, this has to be cut in 2. I hate it when I overshoot, but get distracted, and that happens more the longer I've been recording. This is fertile plain, so it doesn't need any terraforming. The town isn't about to shrink very easily. I say that, but actually, how many settlers would Mistdale have to do to... Not many. Not many at all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you couldn't do it there anyways. Yeah, so yeah, I would do a settler. Can be placed northwest of the mountains.
Right here.
Yeah. That'll do the most to constrain the growth of Mistdale, which is already a full city, so, you know, it's only going to grow one more time to Metropolis. Oh, it's a town.
Yeah.
It's at the same Mistdale. Well, anyways, yeah, town is probably the biggest you usually want. Cities and metropolises just are... They may actually produce more gold per tile originally, but not once you get, like, race governance bonuses, city upgrades, and then there's the fact you can put, like, temples, shrines and temples, and there's more production queues. It's just better to have villages.
Yeah.
They have their own happiness, so if they have baths and stuff, you can rush more units. What?
I think I'd prefer if it was the other way around.
Oh.
I like big cities.
Big cities are, bleh.
Less micro.
It's, alright, this is the era before mass transit. If people are trying to get food, right?
Well, yeah.
A big city, the transport distances are much further. Well, there's no evidence that teleportation is widespread in this world. What?
They can probably teleport food. Actually, no, because you can't teleport armies.
Yeah, no. Food's gonna have to travel further, and that's not all. Diseases. Cities are massively worse. This is an issue in our own world. Didn't you? I mean, we just lived through the pandemic. Little towns are much safer against disease because the odds that someone travels to a small town are with a disease are much lower. And then there's a lower population density. And then even if there's not a lower, even if you ignore the population density, the absolute number of people who are being like careless and are likely to maybe be able to catch disease is smaller, which means the number of people who might be infected is a smaller pool, and variance means the disease can just die out through pure chance before it gets a foothold in such a small number of people. Like, variance of whether those people are at the right time in the right place. Small towns, you are much less likely to die disease. You have less pollution, less noise pollution. Like, I mean, the reason we don't want small towns in our own world is because people drive cars everywhere. In small towns, people, like, they spread out and they tend to, like, you know, and cars, the car pollution, one of the benefits of, you know, being spread out, it wouldn't be such an issue if we still used like trams in most of our like smaller towns, and we just had like a little dense downtown, and like, you know, um gasoline cars were banned. Maybe it was just electric cars, so their pollution wasn't such a problem, so the air would be really clean because you wouldn't have that many people, and even though it's like a dense downtown, it wouldn't be that big, so, you know, clean air would blow in. The air would be really clean. The noise wouldn't be that bad because it doesn't extend for miles. Like, there's a whole model of development that involves like very, very small, very dense little rural enclaves. They're surrounded by relatively untouched countryside with some farms and stuff, but some forests and like some. And you don't want a patchwork. It's more like maybe to the north it's forest and the south it's farmland kind of thing. But you know, with natural parks, state forests and stuff. And yeah, no, America is completely destroying its environment, and there's way too many people on Earth. But small towns can have definite advantages in like a medieval setting. So I'm all for small town spam in this setting. It just makes more sense, and it's more what I would like to live in. And it's just charming. Small towns are charming.
What should I do with this high elf builder?
And most of the reasons they suck in our own world are like people are too spread out, so there aren't many community organizations. That's less likely to be a problem if you actually have a dense small town, which people tend to be dense when they didn't have cars. What should you do with the builder here? You probably needed a fort near the heart of the Arctic so you could gain those benefits of the heart of the Arctic, or you could pass it to me and I could start putting Tigrans in the Arctic terrain or stuff like that. The heart of the Arctic is going to be pretty important to control. And there was also that, whatchamacallit,
an a road across here?
Inn? Was that an inn or a trading post declared before?
Oh, that was an inn.
Oh, so it's just happiness. Yeah, you were talking about putting something right at the head of that bridge, right?
Yeah, I think
fortress.
this tile, because it would cover for both.
Yeah, and because it would allow another outpost that could then do the Hall of the Forefathers and be like up near where that bandit camp is. I think is a consideration too. Spacing of other.
Yeah. But I guess a tile here could claim these two. But, you know, this... Actually, can I...
You can claim it.
I'm getting ready to clear this, aren't I?
Yeah, it's legendary and you're going to lose some units. But yes, I think we're getting you ready to clear it. That's correct. You can only enter with your 6 best units, though.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to do it with a bunch of animals.
Let's see, a mature shock serpent.
Well, I guess the shock serpent's the only one I don't particularly want to lose.
Alright, the Storm Sister is not that good. You can even train ones at that rank with the right building upgrades. Just a slightly experienced Storm Sister. Trooper level. You have your hero. You keep scrolling in off. It doesn't. No time to consider. You have a elite dire penguin, a mammoth, a hero, a storm sister, and you can put 2 more units there, which would probably be the shock serpent and that other shock serpent will probably end up dead if it fights in this. This is gonna be a really tough fight.
Yeah.
Probably the dread spider, which you expect to lose, but it might web something successfully.
Anyway. Just walk here, I suppose. This looks like a good path. I could cut a road across, or do you think that's a waste of money?
It's not just a matter of money, it's a matter of enemies taking the road to you.
Yeah.
There's both looks like an Eldritch Circle or Necromancer Circle, and that's not far from the Dreadnought.
Yeah.
Or at least path of approach.
I'll just walk.
You're not gonna be able to make it there this turn.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Unless you think I should stop and build a fort on the way.
Could be good.
Maybe here.
This is a high elf, so it can cross through the forest. I might put one. Ideally, it would be right next to. Well, you probably want it to grow a little. Being a little ridiculous with the spam of. Two east of the hasteberries, probably. Against the water. That'll eventually be 2 east of the hasteberries, not 3. There. That'll constrain Mistdale a little bit, and it'll eventually be able to build ships. A strong navy is going to be very important, and eventually it can claim the hasteberries if Mistdale builds enough settlers to shrink. Actually, the Frostlings are pretty good at sea, and we probably just need to get this campaign over in semi-reasonable time. You know, I put it on the forest, actually. Hard against the water there. And then a Frostling could settle there. It'll be fertile plains, but you'll be able to make fertile plains to north of it by fertilizing the land in the Arctic Barrens. And then you can put a Frostling city right there. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the Frostlings make excellent raiders across water, and there's this lake. The strategic advantage of this is that Frostling units can fast... what is it? They can fast unembark? Fast embark. No extra movement when disembarking. So they can pop out of the water and, like, surprise a Dreadnought army that's moving up that narrow piece of land. Yeah, so I'd probably make that a Frostling outpost. You'll want to terraform the land first, which the wooden fortress will help with. Because you want to fertilize it. And that should probably go to help defend Mistdale. That longbow moon is already in the water. I think that was what was being discussed. Not to actually into the city. The way to defend the city is ideally not in the city itself, but further forward. So enemies don't enter its domain. So I'd probably send them to that fort you're building right now. Along with the Ice Scaper.
Is this a good... Yeah, that should be fine.
Yeah, I would send them right to the fort. How many turns is that? 3?
Yeah, 3 turns.
If you go a little bit less, how much is it? Like, how much is it to get just shy of it?
Oh,
you can't see at this zoom level. 2, and then it soaks its entire movement to disembark. I see. It needs to wait. How long to get to Mistdale if it goes straight there? 3 as well. Okay, so yeah, I would just go right to the fort then.
Oh, okay.
And I would put the ice scaper there, because very soon the builder's gonna pop out and there's gonna be a fort. And the builder could be attacked after it finishes construction, so. Yeah, if you're not comfortable doing that legendary set yet, which maybe that's not the stupidest idea to wait, then I might put, let's see. I've been looking at your screen enough. It's just a knowledge happiness thing anyways. I might put some units on more units on the fort and have the others go by Hasteberry West and try and clear the trading post. Because that'll be gold for Mistdale someday or wherever else.
So, sorry, what was that? Go clear the trading post?
Yeah. Holds items. It's a lot of priests, though.
Yeah, I could use the scaper, too.
Yeah, that is a lot of orc priests. They have Banefire? And they can throw curses. Yeah, maybe come back for it later. Shoot. Let's see. I would just pick some units to stack with the on the say the fortress, in case of brigands at least.
Okay.
Dread spiders are particularly good at defending forts because they can crawl right over the walls very easily.
Yeah.
And water-based units, of course, can swim right into the ocean and be used to help clear the Kraken site later and then come back. So, maybe the serpents and the spider.
They're not going to be getting any XP if they're not helping clear stuff, though.
I mean, they'll get attacked by brigands eventually. Oh, I mean, you could take on the Mammoth Rider and the Ice Scaper that's on the production resources. Ooh, that might be very good.
Oh, yeah.
You already have a Mammoth of your own, and the production resources are probably... What does it do again? Add a free city upgrade to Mistdale. Could be useful.
Well, the Dread Spider can't help, but it's okay.
I would sit at the fort for a little bit anyways. You need to defend the builder when it's done. You need to leave some units behind. What I'm saying.
Yeah. So just leave all my units over here this turn? By the fort?
No, you could send most of them to deal with the mammoth. I would just leave a handful behind.
How many?
Two
here.
Let's see, Ice Scaper, Mammoth Rider. I have a feeling that Baby Shock Serpent's gonna end up dead if you bring into a fight the inexperienced one, especially because it's already wounded. I'd probably leave the wounded Baby Shock Serpent behind, the Boar because it's still healing. And let's see, that's the Shock Serpent, Ice Scaper. That's 4 units, plus the Builder can tank a few hits if it needs to. And that leaves you 6 units to go clear that site. You can all stack with your hero. Single army. It's not bad. Yeah, if you don't want to do the legendary site, then I would send those all to go deal with the Mammoth Rider. How much? Do you have any casting points left right now? Oh, well, 52.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could send your remaining units to all deal with the Mammoth Rider.